everybody, it's Nicole Byer here with some hot takes from Wayfair. A cozy corduroy sectional from Wayfair? Yeah, that's a hot take. Go on and add it to your cart and take it. A pink glam nightstand from Wayfair? Scalding hot take. Take it before I do. A mid-century modern cabinet from Wayfair that doubles as a wine bar? Do I have to say it? It's a hot take. Get it at wayfair.com and enjoy that free shipping too.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace. You know when you're really stressed or not feeling so great about your life or about yourself? Talking to someone who understands can really help. But who is that person? How do you find them? Where do you even start? Talkspace. Talkspace makes it easy to get the support you need. With Talkspace, you can go online, answer a few questions about your preferences, and be matched with a therapist. And because you'll meet your therapist online, you don't have to take time off work or arrange childcare. You'll meet on your schedule, wherever you feel most at ease. If you're depressed, stressed, struggling with a relationship, or if you want some counseling for you and your partner, or just need a little extra one-on-one support, Talkspace is here for you. Plus, Talkspace works with most major insurers, and most insured members have a $0 copay. No insurance? No problem. Now get $80 off of your first month with promo code SPACE80 when you go to Talkspace.com. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com. Save $80 with code SPACE80 at Talkspace.com.
And now it's time for Ask Roz and Mocha.
All right, here we are, episode 1285 of the Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Ask Roz and Mocha, thank you for hitting play. Thank you for all of your questions. We're going to go to the phones as we always do. Hello, Jen. It's Roz and Mocha. What's up?
Hi.
Welcome to the podcast. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Have you been here before?
I have been on the radio before with you guys, yes.
Okay, love it. Well, welcome back. It's nice to have you here on the podcast today. What's your question? You're kicking it all off.
Okay. Do you prefer Maury before or after his weight loss?
Oh, 100% before.
Okay. So Roz says before. Jen, what's your answer before I answer and before Shem gets an opportunity to answer?
I don't know. I think now, after.
Why now?
I don't know. He looks a little bit healthier, a little bit too skinny, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My answer is before. Shem, your answer?
Mm-hmm. Before, yes, but I also think Maury's more confident now.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of these things where, you know, you look at Maury now and I find that I worry, and I should have probably been worried more before because he was far more unhealthy. But although Maury looks way more unhealthy now than he did before, I just think Maury was funner then.
Same.
To be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think that Maury, like, you know, hiding food from Matthew was fun. I think having, you know, pogos wrapped in napkins stuffed in the back of the freezer so his husband didn't find it. And,
or
you know,
a glove box full of chocolate that he was hiding.
Yeah, his road
home.
snacks. Remember Maury's stories of road snacks, right?
Yeah. Even in here, like when we would get, like, food companies would come in and drop off food, whether it was like actual food or like desserts or anything like that. Maury would be the first one.
All over it.
Like the Flash heading over there to get the food and just start stuffing his face.
Yeah, like I just think he was more fun then, right?
Yeah.
But also the weight loss coincided also with Maury breaking his arm, and like so there was a lot of change going on in his life, I guess. And I think that one of the things that happened when Maury started to lose weight is that he started to think that he was hot. Right?
Because he was.
No, he was not hot. But you know what I mean?
And now
like,
he dresses hot.
Okay.
Bro.
But you were like doing photo shoots and stuff, right?
Oh, I still have a whole bunch to post.
Yeah, like he was doing photo shoots and this kind of thing. And that's not my favorite kind of Maury, right?
No.
Like, you know.
But don't you want to, you know, celebrate somebody if they're happy?
No.
Yes.
No.
I will say, for me, yes, if you go about it the right way and a healthy way.
What's my motto, Maury? What's my motto? I'm not happy until you're not happy.
That's facts. He's been saying that for years. That shouldn't be a shock. I would be happy, damn it, Maury, if you were going about this the right way.
We don't know if I'm not.
But you've told us on the radio.
No, but
times.
I won't go, like, I've never been checked by a doctor. I could be literally in top
You could
shape.
be. You could be. I'm not saying you're not.
So why don't you go to a doctor?
Because what if he says I'm not?
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because you know what you do outside of this room, health-wise and food-wise,
Yes.
to make you the way you are, which we've all had conversations both on and off the radio, are the unhealthy choices that you make
I just think Maury
to maintain this look.
Maury was more fun when he was like, "Oh, back in the day, I used to be so hot." And it was fun, right? Like it was fun. Back in the day, I won the best ass competition.
So
at
you're
this
wishing I
bar."
was single.
No. What I'm saying is that was fun when you were.
You wish you were single.
What I'm
No, but he brought up the ass.
Stop for a second.
You
Jesus
mentioned the ass.
Christ. You didn't let me finish. See, this is old Maury wouldn't have done this.
Oh,
right?
old Maury would have
wouldn't
done that.
No,
you're right, you're right,
What I'm
you're
saying
right.
is that old Maury used to cherish this thing that he used to be, this guy when he was in his heyday with the great ass competition and getting hit on and all this stuff. But you weren't that guy. And now what happened is you started to think that you're hot now.
So you
which
don't like hot young Maury?
No, which is different. I don't want to deal with Maury who thinks he's hot now.
Well, because there's
That's
only
not-
one hot guy allowed in the room?
No, that's not fun.
Hey.
It's not fun. You thinking you're hot is not good comedy. Because you can't laugh at that, because then you get upset.
I know, but I feel happier in me.
I know you do. And that's why I'm so torn with this. And I'm not saying you're not unhealthy now, because there's no way you were healthy before, right? But you may be more unhealthy now. But you
We'll
won't
never know.
You won't go to a doctor. It's a mystery that you will literally take to your grave, whether that's in 35, 40 years or whether that's in 6 years. That's what we're all going to have to wait for.
What are you placing bets?
What does Matthew think? Does Matthew think you're like, what does he think,
He
honestly?
thinks he hates it. And he's lied, by the way.
Yeah.
He has said, I'm getting texts from Roz and Mocha telling me they're worried about you. I'm like, Roz and Mocha aren't texting you. He thinks that I'm going to care that you're texting me.
So wait, Matthew doesn't think that you look better now?
No, not at all.
No.
He says that I married a man, not a boy.
Wow.
Oh my God.
And that's a lot to say about you, bro.
Oh my God.
Anyway, Jen,
so
thank you very much for joining us on the
I
podcast.
don't know if I would ever
Welcome.
recover.
Thank you for having me.
Between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite, Jen?
Roz.
Thank you, love.
Have a good day.
That is
Okay, bye.
so harsh. Oh my God.
Hey everybody, it's Nicole Byer here with some hot takes from Wayfair. A cozy corduroy sectional from Wayfair? Yeah, that's a hot take. Go on and add it to your cart and take it. A pink glam nightstand from Wayfair? Scalding hot take. Take it before I do. A mid-century modern cabinet from Wayfair that doubles as a wine bar? Do I have to say it? It's a hot take. Get it at wayfair.com and enjoy that free shipping too.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace. You know when you're really stressed or not feeling so great about your life or about yourself? Talking to someone who understands can really help. But who is that person? How do you find them? Where do you even start? Talkspace. Talkspace makes it easy to get the support you need. With Talkspace, you can go online, answer a few questions about your preferences, and be matched with a therapist. And because you'll meet your therapist online, you don't have to take time off work or arrange childcare. You'll meet on your schedule, wherever you feel most at ease. If you're depressed, stressed, struggling with a relationship, or if you want some counseling for you and your partner, or just need a little extra one-on-one support, Talkspace is here for you. Plus, Talkspace works with most major insurers, and most insured members have a $0 copay. No insurance? No problem. Now get $80 off of your first month with promo code SPACE80 when you go to Talkspace.com. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com. Save $80 with code SPACE80 at Talkspace.com.
Jag says here, what would you do if one day you woke up and looked at yourself in the mirror, but you didn't see yourself? Like you're still you, but you see a completely different face.
This is exactly what we're talking about with Maury.
What you see better?
No, like it would be like a completely different face. Like you would be like a different person.
Yeah, like visually, you would be, right? But you're still you, like you're still personality, the way you think, all of that.
Yeah.
But you wake up, you got a brand new face.
That'd be like Quantum Leap.
Cool.
You don't remember that show?
Quantum Leap.
Yeah, you don't remember that show?
No.
No? You don't remember the famous... Do you know what I'm talking about, Sham?
No.
No?
Sorry, bro.
Okay, hold on here.
What's Quantum Leap?
So Quantum Leap was a show with Scott Bakula, I believe it was, and he used to go between like in through like wormholes in the universe, and he would wind up inhabiting the body of somebody, in like whatever Earth he was in. It was all like modern Earth, but he would just go through these wormholes, right? He would do a quantum leap, and so he never knew week to week on the show who he was going to be. But when you looked at him on screen, it was obviously the actor because he was a big star. But how other people saw him, or if he ever saw himself in the mirror, he would see what he sort of what body he's inhabiting.
And what would he have to do for that week or those days or whatever?
Like fix problems and stuff like that. Like sort out their lives. Hold on here. Give me 1 second. Let me just show you the famous clip from Quantum Leap. So this is him. This is Scott Bakula on Quantum Leap. You may have to bleep this. Where he looks in the mirror and he sees who he is.
Okay.
Okay. So it was kind of like this the whole show.
Oh my God! What? Oh my God. Oh my God.
So that's the famous scene from Quantum
Oh my
Leap.
God. That was a show that aired on television?
On television. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What would I do? I don't know. I'd be so scared to leave the house. Like I try to figure out how to get like myself back.
But it would be interesting. Like, so like if I woke up in the morning and I was in the bathroom, right? And it wasn't me, like if Catherine woke up, would she still see me or would she see the stranger in the house?
She would see the stranger and then she'd call the cops.
She would see the stranger in the house.
And then what would happen if I walked in here and I'm sitting here waiting for you guys to all show up for the radio show? You walk in here and it's not me, it's a stranger.
Right.
You're calling the cops.
But you would have all the same skills, though. You would just sound
100%.
different.
Yeah.
Right.
And then what would I have to do to convince you that like I'm Mocha? Just start spitting facts like about the show and like show you guys like what?
I could get you. Give me 30 seconds. I could.
Yeah.
Whether you're the real Mocha or not. See, I got the questions.
Okay.
You know what I
don't
mean?
ask them now, just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah. Don't ruin it.
Yeah. No.
Kara says, what's something your parents told you to do or not do and you didn't listen, but you wish you had? For me, because my dad is an accountant and math was so serious in our house, and because he managed all the finances at home, when I got my first job, you know, he would, throughout life, not just with finances, but just with like life stuff, he would try to teach me and tell me to pay attention to certain things, right? And I wouldn't at all. And especially when it came to finances and saving properly and budgeting, like he tried for years. And looking back now, I truly wish that I learned or that I had started back then, because my life, I think, would have been a little bit different growing up, leading up to this point.
Yeah.
You?
I mean, like a lot, like my parents and I were just so open about everything, right? Like when I was growing up, when we were teenagers, my brother and I talking about sex at the house and like just all this other stuff. And she had some really, really great advice. She was very, very big on, you know, making sure you were safe and like all this stuff. And as a kid, you just don't listen. And then, you know, I think that I probably had my first pregnancy scare with a woman like way too young. You know?
Yeah.
Like way too young. And it was so stressful. And I was not at an age of where, you know, I should be dealing with a pregnancy scare.
And your mom don't want to be a grandmother yet?
And my mom, yeah. And so that was not listening to advice like that, I think was where you learn some hard truths, you know, when you don't listen to that kind of advice. And then you do make that mistake and you wind up going through a scare like that when you're like 16 years old or whatever it is. And it's terrible. It's so stressful. Like your whole life is flashing in front of your face, right? Yeah. So like that kind of stuff. But other than that, like there was not really much that I advice that I didn't take. Like most advice that my parents gave me, I would say that I took.
Yeah.
Because it was very, like, their advice to me was never, you have to do this, you have to do this. It was always about, you know, what do you want to do and how are you going to get there, right? So it was always their advice was how to break things down and how to look at life and how to, you know, manage expectations and how to be motivated and how to do all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
So it was that kind of advice. It wasn't do this, don't do that.
Shem?
Wow. Advice.
Something your parents told you to do or not do, and you didn't listen to them, but you wish you had.
Well, there was a period of time where my parents were very big on telling me to like really embrace like my name, the uniqueness of my name. And I hated it. Like I went through a period, I think I was aged like between like 15 and 17, where I really wanted to like legally change my name. And they really tried to get me to embrace my sort of uniqueness. Even just being black, I was like, I had like some identity issues and struggles, and I went through a really dark period.
Like you didn't think you were black?
No, I didn't enjoy it. Because I had gone through a whole bunch of other stuff because of being black, and you know they really try to instill in me just to be proud of that, and it took me a while, admittedly, in my late teens to sort of get there. But now that I have, I'm good.
Did we ever find out what you wanted to change your name to? Did you have a name?
Well, yeah.
List?
No, just one name. It was my middle name, Dwayne, because I had learned that my parents had changed my name last minute, or had decided on Shemroy last minute, but they were going to go with Dwayne for the longest while.
Yeah, It's interesting how white people and black people say that name differently.
How do you say it?
Well, because white people say Dwayne.
Oh, and I say Dwayne.
Right. Black people put an apostrophe.
Sure.
It's D' Wayne. Right? That's how you pronounce it. Dwayne.
Yeah. As opposed to Dwayne.
As opposed to Dwayne. Yeah. Like you can always tell, right? And they'll even introduce themselves differently. Like I've known like a white guy who had two friends, both named Dwayne, but one was black and one was white. And even the white guy called his white friend Dwayne and the other one Dwayne.
Yeah, because that's how the black guy probably pronounced it.
Yeah.
David Moore, before we move on to the next question, do you have an answer for this? Something that your parents told you to do or not do and you didn't listen but you wish you had?
Yeah, my dad just sort of said to, keep some things private, like don't be too much of an open book. And I never listened. Like I say everything. I'm always, open book. And it, could have helped to maybe not be as much.
Any advice that he gave you that you did take that you're happy you took?
No.
This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace. You know when you're really stressed or not feeling so great about your life or about yourself? Talking to someone who understands can really help. But who is that person? How do you find them? Where do you even start? Talkspace. Talkspace makes it easy to get the support you need. With Talkspace, you can go online, answer a few questions about your preferences, and be matched with a therapist. And because you'll meet your therapist online, you don't have to take time off work or arrange childcare. You'll meet on your schedule, wherever you feel most at ease. If you're depressed, stressed, struggling with a relationship, or if you want some counseling for you and your partner, or just need a little extra one-on-one support, Talkspace is here for you. Plus, Talkspace works with most major insurers, and most insured members have a $0 copay. No insurance? No problem. Now get $80 off of your first month with promo code SPACE80 when you go to Talkspace.com. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com. Save $80 with code SPACE80 at Talkspace.com.
Before we head back to the phones, Richard said, what's the most ridiculous excuse you've ever used to get out of work?
Oh, God. Maury?
I've never not come to work.
Yeah, but like even before this show, like have you ever used an excuse to not go to work? Yeah, Maury's like Cal Ripken, like he's Iron Man. Like you've never taken a day off.
No.
Other than when you needed to be in the hospital or something like that.
But I still worked from home.
Yeah. Remember when Maury had a hernia and he came in here with his hernia pants?
Oh, yeah, for weeks.
Right.
He wouldn't say anything.
Hernia?
Yeah. It was like track pants for days, bro. Actually, for months.
Yeah, Maury came in with these big baggy track pants.
Gray.
Like gray, and he pulled them all the way up, like past his stomach, so it didn't irritate him. And he was like limping around, like he would be walking from this room to his room with like this like limp where he's like like holding on to it to himself. And then eventually he went to the doctor, and the doctor was like, you shouldn't be in any pain at all. And Maury was like, oh. And then he wasn't in any pain anymore.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Healed.
Yeah, but
No, there's a hernia, but he's like, it's so small.
It's so small. You shouldn't be in any pain. And Maury was like, oh. And then the pain went away. Like, it was the wildest thing. But he came in he never took a day off, even when he thought he had a hernia. He got hit by remember he got hit, quote unquote, by a car.
Yeah.
And didn't take a day off when he got hit by an Uber. We have to say legally that he got hit by an Uber. Otherwise, Maury has to give back the free jacket he got.
All right. Let's get back to the phones. Yo, Carrie, what's up? It's Roz Mocha.
Hi, Roz Mocha. How are you?
We're doing good. Welcome back to the show. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
What is your question?
So my question is, what is more challenging to do? Walk up 40 flights of stairs or walk down 40 flights of stairs?
Okay, what?
What is more challenging to do? Walking up 40 flights of stairs or walking down 40 flights of stairs?
Obviously,
what do you think? What's your answer, Carrie? What do you think?
So my answer would be that walking up would be harder to do. Now, this question, I'll give you a bit of context. My sister works in one of the buildings downtown Toronto, and she had a fire drill, so they had to evacuate the building, and she was on the 38th floor. I saw her the next day, and she was limping because she said she was so sore from walking down 38 flights of stairs. And I looked at her, I'm like, what? Why would that be hard? So, and when I've been asking other people, I keep getting mixed reactions.
Oh, no.
What?
Walking up 40 flights of stairs is way more difficult and more taxing on your body than walking down 40 flights of stairs. I think, at least.
There's no sane person that would say walking down 40 flights of stairs. 40 flights?
Yeah,
No.
you'd be surprised.
No, it's walking upstairs, not down.
Those people who are saying that are just being like weird and contrarian and controversial. Like no sane person believes walking down 40 flights of stairs is harder than walking up 40 flights.
No.
There's no way.
Totally.
I agree with you guys, but I have other people who are saying different. And I guess it depends, too, on, like, how, I guess, physically fit or how people's knees are. If people have bad knees, I guess going down is more challenging.
Still going up would be more challenging with a bad knee.
Yes. Yes.
I totally agree.
Look, I understand both can be challenging. Up is more challenging.
Yes. And Maury knows very little about up anything. So believe him when he talks about stairs.
Carrie, thank you so much. Appreciate you. That was a great question. It was awesome having you on the podcast today. Thank you for your contribution. Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Oh, I don't think you guys remember the last time I answered this question and I made Roz swear.
Oh.
Yes. But I still have to say Mocha.
Make him swear again.
Cool.
Love you, Carrie.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, love. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, and that concludes today's episode of Ask Roz and Mocha. Keep an eye out on our IG. Once a week, you'll see a photo or video that reads Ask Roz and Mocha. Just ask away. Ask your questions. And two of you will be selected to join us on the phone, like Jen and Carrie today. Thank you very much for listening. This has been episode 1285 of the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
KISS925.com.
Or download the Seeker app.